Jesus.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Oh, and now
Joker.
the Joker.
Origins.
Sorry.
No. Ha ha ha.
Would it kill you to hum a little tune when slipping up on people?
I don't hum.
You could take it up, mate.
Why is Mrs. Benson filed under P?
P for penis.
That's an F.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe
Fanny. Sorry, I knew.
filing.
Oh, it's an F. I remember now.
Funny it is.
Because she's from France.
I was just in the neighborhood, patrolling with my new Bavarian fighting ads. You need my help in that battle against evil.
Evil. Your accent is very kooky, mate, and we're from the same place, so that's weird, innit?
We seem to be evil-free at the moment.
To be fair though, mate, there are multiple uses for an axe. You know, if you're brave enough.
But unlike you, I'm not in my 80s quite yet.
It's holding an axe, Cordy. Come on. 8-year-olds don't have those. That's what I'm saying.
I'm Serena. Nice axe.
There you go. Hey, I told you.
Thing.
You gotta be careful, son.
Wilson practically had to have phone sex with the manager at Lounge La Brea to get us in.
Sorry, how have we got Fanny, axes and phone sex in about 2 minutes? To be fair, that Fanny was me. That's true. Oh, never mind. We're doing okay.
Wilson Christopher.
No. The ethnoarchaeologist from Brandeis.
The fashion photographer from LA who's been seeing Cordelia. And that Hugh Grant thing is really starting to work for me.
Yeah, fair, I see that, actually. Minus the axe. Well, I don't know what he's packing, do you know what I'm saying?
You're a sucker.
Oh, okay.
File.
Oh,
Sorry.
Not to worry. Whoopsie.
Lounge La Brea.
Hey, this is a smooth operating machine now.
It's too loud.
You wanna come?
Oh, I think I may be busy. I don't, lounge all that well.
Oh, Wesley's the hype man, isn't he?
He's no lounger, this one.
The good ones are always gay.
Yes, they are.
Hatching from a big egg with really large hands.
Ooh, so not Trump. That was low-hanging fruit, to be fair. Much like Trump's balls. Because he's old. I'm sorry, that was rough, fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Okay, little romance for Cuddy. Jesus.
Demon spawn! Cowards! Don't make me thresh it out of you. Where do you lay your eggs?
Termites lay their eggs anywhere, such as next door.
Okay, good excuse, but how do you explain the axe and crossbow? You know? Is that a sarlacc? Do you not want to close it? How are we doing?
That was bracing.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to run into him when he grows up and...
Why would you wipe it on your sleeve, mate? That isn't helping anybody.
She's young. She's still trying to find her way in the world.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you got that. You got it, mate.
Than I. But if she wants to go gad...
Why would you smell it? Why would he smell it? What was that? What even was that, Wesley?
Than I. But if she wants to go...
He sniffs his arsehole, doesn't he?
What about the fact they thought we were gay?
Adds mystery.
Mm-hmm. Always keep him guessing, mate.
I'm bored. Emily.
No, she says she's bored.
You came to L.A. What was that like?
This guy!
Oh, and the guy that's supposed to be here when you arrive with the big bag of fame and fortune. Well, if you see him, will you tell him to fleet my way?
Oh, she's positively charming, mate.
Making me not hate dating.
Ah, don't be a weirdo.
Serena's really something. I'm gonna send her flowers for introducing you to me.
I knew that.
Mm-hmm. Was a rich though, isn't he? Probably not that great.
I'm the guy behind the camera watching and recording life, not living it like you.
Like you. So she's a muse.
Look
I
at
don't-
you.
Like, Getting a weird sense from this guy.
Here we are.
Uh-oh. Is he an egg creature?
You didn't talk too much, and I want to know everything about you.
Very cute. I hope you're legit.
About me.
Oh, okay.
Call you tomorrow?
You don't have to go home.
Go home, yeah. Alright.
Will you come in?
Uh-oh. Is he a vamp?
You live alone, right?
That's not a nice question to ask.
In the sense that I'm the only one living here that's actually alive.
It's a yes, I think.
Wiring?
I feel like Ghosty Boy's getting a sense of him, you know?
I like looking at you.
All right, Dennis. Now get off!
Dennis, that's right.
I'll kill you!
He's dead. Yeah.
All right, empty threat. You being a ghost. And
Dennis, tell us what's going on.
Who are you talking to?
my ghost. I have a ghost.
Nice, honesty, good.
Kidding.
You played that off well, mate, well done. I feel like the show is playing with me, to be honest, with this guy. It's very much playing with the show that we're in. You know, he walks in, you live alone. So we'll see. Is he going to bluff me? Or is he going to give her a lovely moment only to rescind reverse? Which is a shame, because actually we're seeing some, I think, of the result of what we have been seeing of Cordelia in this episode. In the way that she's come on a lot, she's matured a lot, right? In the actual date in the bar, she's mature in the way she's talking. Damn. Also, just in the way that she was talking to him when she got him back to the place, and she's a little nervous. That's not really Cordy. And I kind of love that, actually. Sorry, just this episode and her specifically. There's so much different about her now. And this episode, actually, in the subtleties of the conversation and how she is in this social situation, the self-awareness that she was talking about in regard to herself in Sunnydale, how she was then, how she is now, the unsurety in her, which I think is healthy, you know, considering where she's come from, what she's been through, and now where she is. Just really cool character development, to be fair. Did he turn into a squid or something? I don't know. No. What? That is rough, is that, mate? What kind of seed has this man got?
She should have called back.
Okay, expecting. Literally.
No, I guess we should.
I'm getting a bad feeling.
I thought it was just me.
Nah, it's just the English sensibility, mate.
Mother of God.
Angel?
Angel?
I'm ready to wake up now. I don't seem to be waking up.
Bless her.
What happened?
I actually feel so sorry for her. Considering everything that I just said, the progress she... Do you know what I mean? And she was so nervous. And it was so lovely. I think it's just what she wanted, just what she needed. And now she's in some supernatural horror show. It's actually really sad. Kind of beautiful the way that Angel just sat down. And again, we're seeing that friendship, that kind of newfound, almost best friendship that we've been seeing. Just the care in his voice and the way that she's confiding in him. It's really kind of beautiful what they did with these two.
I asked him in. He was really nice.
Yeah.
And we, it's normal. He was normal and
Yeah.
it was safe and
Yeah.
really safe.
Shh. It's okay. Have you talked to Wilson?
Bless her.
What would I say to him? I had a really great time. I think you left something at my place.
Well, whatever's happening to you, he may have some answers.
Yeah, let's find him.
Just dial his number, and I'll talk to him.
Nice.
I'm being punished.
No.
Not being punished.
Thank you.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
Right, let's find him. Scorched earth, lads.
Hey. You're not alone.
Yeah. Oh, Dennis. Not with the same tissue. What? Oh, Dennis!
I'm guessing he's some sort of procreate parasitic demon.
Amazing.
Really survived labor, and the ones that do wish they hadn't.
Oh, God.
You're gonna see what's inside her.
I beg your pardon. What about you?
I'm gonna find Daddy.
I'm right here, but I'm so... No, do you know what? Let's just move on.
So you the boyfriend?
No, I'm family.
Yes.
Do you know what it is?
Mate.
I'll bet it's...
Shut up! Don't touch me!
Yeah, why would you just reach out and try and touch another person's stomach? That's weird, dude.
Oh, you're what, 8.5 months along?
Uh-oh.
We just moved here from England.
Lovely country.
Hey, well, kind of. Can be. Often not.
Looks like somebody's having twins.
Twins?
Amazing.
No, there's a third heartbeat.
Uh-oh. How many? How many?
There's another one.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Well, yikes. A little bit of panic, a little bit of mystery so far, eh?
Serena, it's Angel, Cordelia's friend.
You know her? Oh, it's the girl. Is she pregnant too?
Serena?
Oh, God. Kind of giving me alien vibes, you know? Just the whole episode. Implanting something. The egg alien thing at the beginning. The kind of almost horror elements as he walks in here.
The light hurts my eyes lately.
I know the feeling.
I know what you're thinking. I shouldn't, right?
Pregnant.
Me.
Cool. Okay.
1.
Should it be that colour? Where are we at?
Run a few tests.
Dr. Wasserman?
Hmm? Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
What'd you do? No, thank you.
You saw what's inside of me?
Yeah. Leslie, talk.
Do they look healthy?
What is happening, mate? This is bizarre.
Kind of smelled. I mean, really smelled.
Of what?
This town, and everything's fake. Things are weird, and you stop asking questions.
Maybe you shouldn't. Stop.
Do you have someone you can call?
Ghost, but it's not the time.
Serena, where can I find them?
Oh god. Honestly, kind of communicating quite vividly this feeling and this idea of absent fathers, right? And the almost helplessness and horror that something like that kind of creates. I keep calling it a bit of a horror show, or okay, it feels very horror-esque in certain ways, which I imagine can be some of the way that, you know, mothers feel if the father just takes off and they're left on their own in this situation that is very scary.
There's 7 of them.
You know?
There's 7 of his children
Okay.
growing inside of me.
Can you say it less weird?
They're talking to me.
What, like a group chat?
I know how difficult this must be for you.
No, you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what it's like to be a partner in creation.
Uh-huh.
Wesley,
Yes.
Throws up in his face, please.
they're not human.
Damn. We were close.
I mean, look at Angel. He's not human.
Uh-huh.
And Doyle, he wasn't either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What a nice little thought that is. Yeah, what a violation of her, of these girls. Not just, obviously, you know, lack of consent in this whole in the proceedings, you know. She didn't know what she was getting into, informed consent. And then obviously, yeah, we have the element of absentee father. They just take off. Obviously, the element of where that puts Cordelia, kind of starkly putting, you know, one of our characters that we know and love in this situation so suddenly that I feel like even as a, you know, for a guy, some of that horror of that kind of abandonment and violation is really starkly kind of coming through in the storytelling. And I feel like the mystery, I mean, we're like 2/3 of the way through this episode. We're not really, like, I'm starting to ask myself the question, is she going to give birth? Are we going to keep dealing with this? Is it just going to be wrapped up by the end of the episode? I don't know. Probably. But we'll see. But I suppose, like, that's what I'm feeling mostly so far in this episode, is the feeling it's giving me. I feel like that's been achieved in the storytelling of how quickly it happens, how suddenly he's just gone, and Cordelia's left with it. The feeling it leaves in you almost, of what an awful thing that is to do. Like I say, you know, allegories of real world things that I feel like it's quite easy perhaps to not be able to understand, you know, as a man or someone who hasn't been through something like this. That supernatural horror almost translating into very human, real world horror, things perpetrated by humans, you know. That almost supreme absence of the guy. I mean, it might almost be more powerful if we don't find him. And it's just that thing, and the consequence or the conclusion, I suppose, of it is you just have to deal with it sometimes. And that's cruel and horrible, and that shouldn't be how it goes. But that sometimes it's just what you have left to deal with. Suddenly, in this supernatural horror, it's a very human situation, a horrible human situation, but a human situation nonetheless. Things that certain humans do go through.
7 heartbeats, at least.
I do feel like we're going to find him, though, by the way, because I feel like the fact that Cordelia is involved in it, like, we kind of need to fix that, which does imply to me that we're going to find him, so we'll see. But I'm just thinking of it from, like, a pure storytelling perspective. It kind of would almost be more interesting, at least to me, in at least my interpretation of what's going on, if we just didn't find him. I just think the formula of the show means we're going to
Terminate this without hurting her.
And if we can't,
then we'll need to know what to do once they're born.
Yeah. And God, the trauma that's going to have on Cordelia. Is that your blood? Amazing. Okay. Cool.
I don't think I've ever realized just how disgusting that was. Get her back to bed.
yes, good idea.
Okay, there he is. Let's see. What an asshole. Yeah, let's deal with this guy.
This is a private club.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you don't talk to me, I'll kick your ass. Featured word.
Let's go.
Tell me all about you.
Yes, please, thank you.
You're human.
Really?
Those things come to terms, she'll die. You do know that. So?
Wow.
So hoping you'd say that.
He deserved that, yeah. Yeah, and that. That's fine with me. Yeah, keep going, dude. Oh, cool.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
We mustn't lose hope.
Is she going to be like, I want to give birth, or what? She does seem to be kind of incubating in a...
You're not gonna hurt my babies.
Yeah, in that way.
No one's gonna hurt my babies.
Cool.
And you get what in return? Huh? Fame, money, success?
All of the above.
Welcome to Los Angeles. There are worse things to be in business with.
Wow.
Where's this demon you worship?
Really also, you know, an allegory for kind of, I suppose, yeah, the cretins of humanity, right? In places. We've had a little bit of a theme this episode of the sorts of people in LA, what it kind of draws to it. We had Serena talking about, oh, you know, you just kind of get used to it. You stop asking questions. Kind of ask the question of what are we really creating, you know, in these places that we've made, in these societies we're creating, in these cities. Is this really what we want? Is this really the best thing? I mean, it's providing the petri dish for these guys, for their whatever it is, and these guys being willing participants in that. And obviously, you know, the misogyny inherent in the what's required for them to do it too, right? Because they clearly don't care about the women they're making victims of either. It's interesting. It's this very uber supernatural story, honestly, but I think the deeper part to it is actually very human. That focus, I feel like, of the episode is very human, and I feel like in both shows, Buffy, Angel, we have kind of got that a little bit, you know, this idea of demons, but the humanity under the surface. We've had Doyle mention this episode. That was very much something that he was vying with, something related to his identity. We had Cordelia talking a minute ago about this idea of, you know, demons not being so bad. That's when she drew on Doyle and that idea, right? And yeah, sure, something's happening and she's been affected perhaps by what's inside of her, but this idea of seeing the demons as not so bad. And like I say, I mean, we've had a lot of that in both shows of, you know, the ambiguousness of the demons. Are they good? Are they bad? We had it just in the last Buffy episode, this question, you know, we had Giles turning into a demon and this question of humanity in that. He had a line in that episode about, I have a soul, I have a conscience, it's what makes me human. And I drew that to this idea of, well, some demons are like that too, you know, and yet you took those things away from demons and put them squarely, solely on humans and arrayed humanity as this great thing, the better thing, the good thing, you know. And I won't rehash kind of what I spoke about in that episode, but that was kind of what we were dealing with. And now in this episode, we're kind of dealing with something of the same, or at least this same discussion of, are we? Are we better? The line's sort of blurring a little bit in a deeper, darker, more intense way than we had in Buffy and could have in Buffy because of what that show is. But really, in that last episode of Buffy that I watched, it was kind of picking at the surface of this conversation, whereas this episode I think is diving a little deeper, which I think is quite characteristic of the show, honestly, in the sense of really just arraying, we're getting these guys, Angel, you're human, they're human, and yet they are facilitating a demon in a way that is, you know, like, I mean, what could we argue? I mean, look, it could be argued as maybe as bad as the demon is, that's in his nature to do that. He just can't get it done on his own, or it's not as efficient on his own. I feel like arguably the humans going along with it, or at least perpetrating doing it in the way that they are, there's at least a question of like, are they worse? They're at least as bad, which I think is interesting. Arrayed in this conversation of, okay, well, Giles is saying humanity are so separate from demons, they're better. And then this episode is kind of going like, well, no, actually, if anything, we're seeing they're at least the same in some ways, in ways that could be arrayed as, you know, the negative sides, the darker shades of both humanity and demons, right? That line, like I say, blurring. And anyway, this theme and this conversation that we have in both shows that we're exploring is just really interesting. Interesting how this does more with that conversation from last Buffy episode into this one. And actually, yeah, like I say, the question marks it kind of arrays in regards to humanity. Actually, how righteous, how justified, how good are we ultimately? I think a lot of us know that humanity can be horrible. But yeah, this episode's really kind of going and exploring that a little bit deeper. I mean, Angel can take 'em, right? Yeah, let's go.
I really don't like it when people shoot me.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's a demon involved, but the humans are really the villains of this episode, at least at the forefront. You know, the demon kind of an afterthought. They're in the background, but I'm sure we're going to deal with it, but not really kind of the antagonist for the greater part of the episode. And again, this question of, well, is that in the demon's nature? I would argue that it's not in humanity's nature to be evil, honestly. In the same way that to us, you know, we look at wildlife and the food chain, right? And how to us, I don't know, a lion eating an antelope seems quite gruesome, quite horrible, but in their world that's normal. They're just doing what they're designed to do. That's what I'm kind of talking about with this demon, because obviously to our perspective it's still awful, and he's still obviously using these humans to perpetrate that awful thing. But it's like, I guess it's that question of, in the nature of the demon, is that natural? So that's what I talk about when I say, is it arguably the humans that are worse? I don't know much about this demon. I'm just kind of speculating, really, in regards to, I suppose, the theme of the episode and what we've been dealing with in this conversation of humans versus demons. And like I say, this idea, widening the conversation. We've had characters this episode talking about LA, what LA is. What is that? It's a creation of humanity, right? Drawing attention to what we've made. And aren't we all the product of what we create? You know, we can be judged for that. We should be judged for that. Humans being held up to account this episode.
I fear she may have gone off to rendezvous with it.
Brilliant.
We can end this without harming the women.
Nice. And yeah, again, sorry, that everything that I was talking about in regards to actually the human aspect to this episode, the human horror in this episode, absentee fathers, that kind of violation that has happened this episode, which, you know, you can draw towards any number of real life violations, violence, you know, essay, anything like that. Again, this human element to it, and I feel like that sort of thing evoked in this episode in what's happened to Cordelia, which is what I got on to thinking about just because of what is happening to her. Again, asking that question, arraying the crimes that are committed by certain sectors of humanity, good, bad, you know, that question of, ultimately, this episode, I feel like, is a demonstration of that in a lot of ways, subtle ways, actually. Underlying, like I say, this overt supernatural is the humanity of it all.
Wesley, can you shoot straight?
Beg pardon?
Come out of there this instant.
Yeah, that'll work, mate. Yeah, okay.
All of you, please.
Please come before.
Amazing. Godzilla! Oh, mate. Slimy. I'm not being funny. He's struggling to get women. I know for a fact that there are plenty of people into monster porn. That is just the reality, dude. Respectfully. Who are you? Introduce yourself.
Rogue demon hunter.
You gotta stop.
And I'm here to fight you, sir, to the death.
Beautiful. Okay. What a dribbly boy.
Of David and Goliath. But I assure you, it's
Hey, Henry Cavill who? Dude, Wesley had the fist reload going years before.
Goliath.
There we go. That's the OG right there.
As a point of courtesy.
Where's your slingshot, Wes?
Do you have any hobbies?
Blowing this boy up. Oh, good catch, mate. Bond. James Bond. Nice, Wes. Just disappears, huh? Well, not big on digging the sea for the big boy, is it? How we feeling? Don't hug him with that on you. Oh, good. Nice.
I really hate dating.
Yeah, fair. By the way, and in the example that I brought up, because I realise in Buffy there's been, you know, the initiative kind of drawing this comparison of demons with animals, and I appreciate that I did the same thing with the comparison of like the example, I should say, of the lion and the antelope, but more so to demonstrate like what I was talking about in terms of place in the world, right, and how a species or creature works. It's not to say obviously that demons are animals, because they're not. We know that. They have at least the same level of intelligence in a lot of cases that humans do, right? Which I think sets them apart from animals in the way that at least we categorize them. So, you know, just to clarify.
Yes, if you need more time, Angel can manage.
How are you doing, mate?
Of course, if you're ready to come back.
Yeah.
I had this great audition today for Max Cracks, you know, the little crackers.
Okay, not where I thought that was going.
Producer was so nice. He said that I'm his first choice. We're going out to dinner tonight.
Oh, look at them. Proud little boys.
Pat, tonight.
Yeah, be careful though.
He says that all I have to do is let him impregnate me with his demon mouth. I appreciate all the concern, but I am okay.
Nice. What maturity from her.
And I'm a lot stronger than those loser demon surrogates thought.
Yeah.
I'm starting to learn that.
Yeah.
I learned, men are evil. Oh, wait.
Fair.
Oh, wait. I knew that. I learned that LA is full of self-serving phonies. Nope. Had that one down, too.
Yeah.
I learned that I have two people I trust absolutely with my life.
Beautiful.
And that part's new.
That's lovely. Yeah. You can let it out, mate.
Allergies.
Yeah, sure. Oh, what a beautiful little trio we've got suddenly. Actually, yeah, Wesley, more fully in the fold as of this episode. Funnily enough, I do feel like most of the way through this episode, I was kind of getting the impression that it was perhaps not one of my favourites. I think it does a lot, though. I did enjoy it. I think, you know, for all of the stuff that I was talking about, more so at least from my interpretation and my interest, the stuff that was under the surface in regards to this conversation in relation to, you know, humanity, demons, that conversation, where they exist in these worlds, what they inhabit or can inhabit, and actually just, yeah, blurring that line between who's good, who's evil. Is it really that simple? I think I was starting to ask the question last episode in Buffy. Actually, no. And we've known that for a while, but kind of putting more words to it, I think, in my commentary of that episode. And this episode, I think, contributing, adding to that in a really interesting way. I think the presentation of this episode, in the horror that we got, in how that very supernatural thing had very real human allegories, which I think raises this question again that ties in with that conversation of human versus demon. And in amongst all that, you know, I think demonstration of Cordelia, her character, how far she's come, actually how mature she is now, just in regards to her dialogue, how she's interacting with the guy, and how she took it all actually as well. And then at the end, that last scene, and how she has come back out of it again. She's a very strong person. She's always been, but I think stronger now than she's ever been, right? And yeah, really beautiful. And again, and then, sorry, as well as that, this idea that I've been talking about of obviously Doyle went out. We've had Wesley come in. I think I talked, maybe was it last Angel episode or the one before, about it very much being Cordelia and Angel, the duo, and Wesley just kind of there, and he's coming in, but, you know, that was the dynamic. And for the first time, I think this episode, an inkling of them being a bit of a trio, you know, working as a unit. And that's not to say that, you know, Angel and Cordelia don't have a special bond. They do, right? That Wesley's not quite a part of, but that's okay. That's how humanity works, right? And yeah, I think a really decent episode for that, even though I think, yeah, if like maybe 2/3 of the way through, I wasn't quite sure of the vision of where it was going, but I think actually it did stick the landing, at least for me. But anyway, you let me know what you think down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, you're not subscribed, please do consider doing that down below, liking, commenting on the video. That helps me out a great deal, and it is free for you to do, mate. So, but yeah, thank you, God, as always, to my patrons, my YouTube members. There are some links down in the description below if you'd like early access to all my videos, all Buffy, all Angel, all that stuff. It's down there a few weeks ahead, so if you are hankering for the next one, go check that out. But that was Slayer Saturdays. I hope you've had a great weekend, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend too. But yeah, that's Angel done for this week, Buffy next week. But until then, I'll see ya.